Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. My name is Audrey and I'm so excited that you clicked on my very first video on my channel. So a little bit about myself and a little bit about what this channel is going to be like. My name is Audrey, like I said. I'm 23 years old and I am from Texas, where I still currently live. I teach 6th grade math at a middle school here and I love that job. I love what I do. Every day I go into work and I get to see smiling faces that just bring my heart so much joy. This past year was my very first year to teach, so it has been a little weird with everything going on with the coronavirus. But, you know, I learned what to do if that ever happened again, and I can't wait to go into my second year. On this side, I actually have another job. I work for a company called Pure Haven. I'm a consultant, and I sell 100% toxin-free products. Products like cleaning supplies, skincare, body care, hair care, baby supplies, kid care, pet care, and anything in between, anything that you could think of, we probably sell it. So I have been on Weight Watchers for about a month and a half now and have lost 7 pounds already, so I'm super, super proud of myself. The weight loss app makes it so easy to track and I love it. I have tried many, many different things to lose weight, and that's going to be in another video about all the things that I have tried. So I'm not going to go into too much detail about that, but yeah, I'm very excited to show you my journey and to share with you some ideas and tips and tricks, and yeah, and I can't wait to take you along. Hello everyone, I wanted to let you know that I did not get a chance to film my breakfast, and so, but I did record this because this is something that I do every morning and I do find it to be a little trick that helps me stay on track. I go every morning to my app and I already type in what I know that I'm going to be having to eat that day, especially for breakfast. I know that I'm going to be having oatmeal this morning. The Quaker instant oatmeal, the cocoa and sea salt, is my favorite brand, my favorite kind, and I love it. And instead of making it with water, I do make it with almond milk. Half a cup is plenty, and it's 0 points, so that just makes it 20 billion times better. Then I like to add some fruit on there. I try fresh fruit, but I do love frozen blueberries. I love to snack on them. They're kind of like a little frozen candy to me, like ice cream. So I add some frozen blueberries. I can really add as much as I want. It's going to be 0 points, but half a cup is plenty. And I do add some fresh strawberries and fresh bananas. I'm really bad about kind of measuring out my fruit, but you know, just a handful of strawberries and 1 banana sliced up is perfect, the perfect amount for me. And then I'm going to add some PB2 powder. It's 1 point for 2 tablespoons, and it really makes that chocolatey peanut butter taste to it. So super sweet breakfast. I have a huge sweet tooth. And then I track my coffee as a snack just because I do kind of drink it throughout the morning, and that made for a 7-point breakfast, and it was so good. Alright everyone, it is lunchtime and I am making the Weight Watchers version of the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich. This cauliflower, excuse me, new chick on the block is so good. We seriously buy 3 bags of this chicken because it is so easy to just heat up in the air fryer, toss on a salad, and a sandwich, and a wrap. There's so many different ways to eat it. It is so good. While you are watching me put this chicken in the air fryer, I did want to kind of go over a couple disclaimers. So, as you know, this is my very first video, and until I get my tripod, the angles on my videos are going to be a little rough. I'm trying my best to get the best angles for you, for y'all to see, what I'm making, and if it's not a good angle, I'll do my best to describe it, because I know a lot of you come on here for recipes and want to watch food being made and stuff like that. So that's the first disclaimer. And the bread that I'm using, I'm just toasting some bread. It's the Sara Lee Delightful 45 calorie bread. I'm just putting it in the toaster and toasting it, and I actually do love my toast a little burnt. Gonna sound kind of bad, but I love it. And there was a hole in that piece of bread that I found to be so funny. I'm using this Butterball turkey bacon. This turkey bacon is about 1 point for 2 slices, and I only used 1, and I gave Brandon 2 of them, which brings me to my second disclaimer. Second one is that I am making 2 different lunches today, and you'll see that here soon. Brandon usually eats what I eat. He is not a picky person at all, and he is not on Weight Watchers either, but like I said, he just doesn't mind if I make a meal that benefits me, and he'll just eat it with whatever. So, and sometimes he adds his own little mix to it after I've already made it, which is totally fine with me. And so he did not want the Chick-fil-A sandwich today, so he wanted a chicken and bacon ranch wrap, and so yeah, that's what I'm making him. I also added some hummus. I didn't add the whole container. I did about half of a container for 3 points. I didn't want the full container, which was 6 points. I just didn't. I knew that that was going to be way too many points for a lunch meal, so I just did half, and half ended up being perfect, because you'll see later on I also added a little Laughing Cow wedge of cheese. I'm also adding some carrots, and I am not stingy with my carrots. I added a couple handfuls there. I didn't even track how many carrots I had because I didn't go overboard, but I also know that they're 0 points, and they are a really good source of food. For Brandon's meal, he wanted ranch on his, so you'll see me make that for him. He got 2 slices of bacon and lettuce and ranch and some mozzarella cheese and some of the chicken. I gave him 4 slices of chicken, and I made 3 for myself. So I did add a slice of Velveeta cheese on my sandwich for 1 point. And again, I am sorry about the angle. I'm also very, very sorry that it is blurry. I do fix it here in a second, but I know you can still see what I'm doing, so I'm not like super worried about it. I do love pickles. I am a pickle person. I know there are definitely either you're a pickle person or you're not a pickle person in this world, so if this is making you gag, I am so sorry. I do add a little extra on my plate for a little side snack. And then for my final and last disclaimer, I am a cleanup as I go kind of person, which is why you're kind of seeing me walk in and out of the screen. I am either putting something away in the fridge, putting something away in the freezer, or I'm throwing something away, but I am a very big cleanup as I go kind of person. I've always been that way, and it annoys me when I walk into a kitchen and the stuff is just left out and not put away. I finally focused my camera, and now I just kind of fast forward Brandon's meal. I put the lettuce on there, and I had myself a little bite. I put the lettuce on there, and I'm about to put the chicken on there as well. And as you can see, I'm still sipping on my coffee 3 hours later. It is very watered down, but still very good. I added some ranch and some shredded mozzarella cheese to his plate, and this is where I was thinking, I wonder how many extra points this wedge of cheese is going to be, and it actually ended up only being 1 extra point. I used the garlic and herb one, it was so good, and it added that little extra creaminess to my plate. While I am waiting for the chicken to get done, I did want to ask you guys to please comment down below if you have your favorite go-to easy lunch meal and what it is. I am a teacher, as you heard, and so I am really big on just something easy and quick that I can have for lunch. I know it's the summer, but I'm still trained that way, so for lunch I love something that I don't actually have to spend a lot of time cooking. During the school year, I think after I, take my kids to the cafeteria and then have to go and pick them back up and heat up my meal and everything, I think I have about 19 minutes to eat my lunch. So something quick and easy is definitely my way to go. So I would love it if you would comment down below some of your ideas. If you're a teacher, you might know what I'm going through when I say that I do have to eat pretty quickly, and yeah, it's a big struggle. But yeah, so just comment down below any cool and awesome lunch meal ideas. After I finally get the chicken plated, which I am struggling with, my meal ended up being 11 points, which is actually really good. I try not to go over 10 points, but because it was just by 1 point, I'm not super upset. Alright, so I thought I would talk about what I'm making for dinner. It is 5:45, and if I step away, it's because we have a little puppy that I'm just making sure doesn't chew on everything. Alright, so for dinner, we're having some wild-caught salmon. I just had this in my freezer. It's still good, so trying to get rid of some stuff in my freezer. I'm going to have it with green beans and some rice, and then I'll probably top it with some, probably like soy sauce or maybe Italian dressing. I don't know, it just sounds good. So, and I have my phone here so we can go over points. So this is just like the minute brown rice. So if I type that in, minute brown rice, half a cup is 5 points. So I'm gonna go ahead and track half a cup because that's fine with me. And plus this half a cup will expand into a lot of rice. Cool. All right, then pour that in there. All right, then I just poured half a cup of water in there, and so this is already pre-seasoned. So let me see how many points this is for the filet. So I had 5 for the rice. It's 6 for the filet and 0 for the green beans. So that will be perfect. All right, then let me go ahead and track the green beans. Half a cup, 0 points. So let me measure that out. And if I'm being honest, I'm literally just going to put this in a bowl and then microwave it. So weigh it out. It's 84. Oh, I'm at 87. So I'm at 85. Okay, close enough. I guess I could have just left that one green bean in there. Alright, that's still a decent amount of green beans for 0 points. And after all of this, I have, let's see, 1 point left. Pretty good day. And the salmon takes about 30 minutes. So salmon, rice, and green beans. Pretty good healthy meal. And I will get back to you when when it's all done. Alright, this is the final product. Got the rice on the bottom, and I did add 1 point of Italian dressing and then 2 tablespoons of soy sauce, which was still 0 points. So I got 30 out of 30 points today. Also, I just wanted to say that I will link both my Instagrams down below. I do have a Weight Watchers Instagram and my personal Instagram. Feel free to follow both. On the Weight Watchers Instagram, I do share a bunch of encouraging quotes and inspiration and recipes and a bunch of all that. So feel free to follow both, and I will catch you in the next one. See you later.